Hi, my name is Nicholas Bazos, and this is my second iteration for my Portal 2 level. I made some changes just regarding level flow, player guidance, and then adding a little bit more puzzles into it to assist with the flow and add a little bit more complexity, but not unneeded complexity. Let's jump right into it. We'll make sure we start the level here. So right from the beginning, I changed a few things at the starting platform. I added a block in front of both the pedestal buttons, and I took the cube droppers out of their little cubbies in the ceiling, because just to make it a little more clear to the player and a little more easier to understand, like the block that the cubes drop here and you grab them for the certain areas, because it makes sense to use this cube dropper for this button over here. I also reversed the pedestal button over here, a block that wasn't there before, so now the cube doesn't fall into the water, it just falls in the block, and it's a little bit more clear that the cube falls this way on the side of the platform is what I mean. And then also I kept the cube dropper in that cubby because I didn't want to block too much of the level. But let's get started. So we'll get this button first. Grab this cube, jump through here, and then we'll head back. I also made sure with all my additions that I didn't create any unwinnable situations as well. We'll go over here, grab this one, and also what I didn't show from that platform up there was actually that this is one of the new changes I made, is I put 2 light bridges, and that platform actually serves as a great viewpoint for the level. I'll actually go back there and show it again. So as you can see, this platform serves as a good view of the level layout and sort of allows the player to create a strategy or a plan of action to go about it. And as you can see over here, I added 2 light bridges that were activated by this button, and as you can see, that will need to be deactivated to get in there, and also an angled panel that stops this light bridge from going in there. My solution to forcing this player to go over here and take notice of this faith plate right here, and to sort of contradict, well, not necessarily contradict, but give the player a hint that you may not need to turn off this laser grid. So I incorporated another puzzle in having the player go over here and see that there's something over here that leads to this perhaps, and that they may not necessarily have to deactivate that. But let's continue the puzzle. We'll go over here and get this button. Got that. I want to make sure we place a nice portal on the ceiling. And we'll grab this cube back here. Now you can also see that before you had to jump down onto it, but to sort of guard against maybe from that of missing the platform, and I realized that there might be frustration from jumping from light bridge to light bridge, as you may miscalculate it sometimes and get in the water. I made it a little bit easier to have a portal that you could go onto the light bridge with, and also serves as guarding against an unwinnable scenario, because this pedestal timer right here, pedestal button, is a timer that closes the angled panel and turns off the light field for about 12 seconds. So you have 12 seconds to get in there. And if you didn't leave a portal here or anything, you won't be stuck in there, because you'll be able to see this from it. Get out of that situation. But let's go down and fix that puzzle. We'll jump down here. And as you can go on the angled panel right here, and we'll activate the button. and we're running through. Want to make sure we don't take too long so that we don't get killed by it disappearing, and we got there in time. And as you can see, I forgot to place a portal outside, but it's okay because we have one of these portals here, and we can get back over here. As you'll notice too, that you can't necessarily just go back into it, so you are going to have to repeat it, but you'll just have to make sure that you place your portal right here this time around. And then we'll go again, make sure we don't get killed by the timer. And jump down here. And this time we'll want to make sure that we get this cube and use it to go into what I like to call the faith plate room. And you can see there's a new pedestal button below me. We'll discuss what that does in a moment, but this remained the same from the last iteration. You place a block on here to activate the exit, and then we'll jump down here and we'll press this, and this is actually connected to the gel droppers towards the end. And now we'll head towards over here, and as you can see, I forgot to put a portal as I was over there, because we'll place a portal here and a portal here, and you'll still be able to get over here. So there's multiple ways of going about it. You can do it once you land there if you didn't realize it before. You can do it from the platform over there and sort of have a more momentum filled flying experience jumping through portals. And if you do that, you'll be caught by this platform here, so you won't fall off. And as you can see, the gel dropped already, so we'll head our way over here and we'll be bounced around towards the exit. And we're here. So really, this time around, my and adding more stuff to it was to sort of guide the player a little bit more and create puzzles along the way, so it constantly feels like a progression in the level. And I want to make sure that I didn't create any overly frustrating things. Once you figure it out, you kind of get the hang of it. Through trial and error, you kind of get the hang of it. And I want to make sure that the player didn't feel overly frustrated in terms of traversing the environment to get to certain points, so it didn't feel overwhelming that if you have to do it again, you just have a better idea or strategy to go about it. And as you can see here, this remained the same as last time, where if you forgot to get one of the buttons back there, you can get back there and there, and you're good. My second iteration, I appreciate all the feedback I've gotten from the past assignments, and also the feedback that I got from playtesting this. And it's kind of funny because the feedback from past submissions and the feedback I got from playtesting are usually very similar. So it's nice to sort of get that cumulative feedback to add it to the level. But thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy playing my level.